Hello everybody, it's a writer here and welcome to episode 6 of our Mineshafts and Monsters series. Today we have lots of things planned, but of course this series is sponsored by my patrons over on Patreon, so if you'd like to get week early access to this series, go ahead and support me over there at $1 a month. But without that, let's go ahead and get into the episode. I have been super busy. You may notice that this place looks a little bit different and that place looks a little bit different, and that's because we've implemented a sorting system for all of our goodies in that hopper minecart. Is going around picking up all the stuff and getting it sorted, and we have a breakdancing golem over here to help make sure things, he keeps track of things. He's like the one, oh, what's that called? But he's the one who keeps track of all that stuff, and we've gone ahead and expanded our villager trading hall upwards a little bit. I haven't completed the decorations on the outside yet, and we have lots of escaped villagers. They're going to die eventually, but we will leave them be for now. But if we head on in here, we actually have some really cool things. So this is a brand new workstation. Thanks to Crispy Banana for letting me know about these. But basically you can get a carpenter, and I have been trading a lot of cherry logs just because with this axe they're so easy to get, and 3 logs for an emerald is not bad at all. And 20 sticks for an emerald also isn't bad, so this dude is going to be super duper helpful. But I haven't finished the upstairs layer yet, and I will be doing that in between episodes. I do not want to bore you with this, but I just want to show you my progress so far with it. I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and find this buried treasure map together. Unfortunately, this map is a little bit broken. I've done some exploring with it already. I think because it's so broken, I'm okay with using a slightly cheater way to find this buried treasure. Normally, I would be against this, but only because this map... Hello there, game. Please load in. Only because this map is so broken are we going to do this. Let's go ahead and sit our dragon down. There's a little bit of a trick. I'm assuming it's going to be along the shoreline. If you use F3 plus A, oh, you can see it loads in all the entities while keeping the ground using its animation. So in theory, if my game will resume rendering... Oh! I killed it. Alright, I think I learned my lesson. Do not refresh the chunks that fast. So let's go ahead and try few more times and see if we're able to actually find this. I am not seeing it anywhere, but also then again, I'm awful at seeing things load in, so I may just be completely missing it. I think I see it right down there. Now for this, we're going to pull up the F3 screen. If you do not know, there is a little bit of a trick. So you see we're in that chunk 914. It says 914.9. If we refresh, we should be able to see the chest right below us. So that's how you're able to easily find these things. It will always spawn in 9 in whatever chunk you are in. So let's go ahead and take this. Oh, that was really easy. Oh, it didn't have that great of loot, but at least we got some stuff out of this. One thing I would like to do though at the beginning of this episode is upgrade our enchantment setup, and to do that we are unfortunately going to need to kill some of these dudes for their, prismarine shards is what it's called, and we need a lot of these prismarine shards, so we're going to need to kill a lot of those dudes, which is bad because Poseidon really likes them. And we're going to need, if I can do my math correctly, a total of 54 of these so we can make a prismarine block, so we can make ourselves a sea shelf, which this increases our Eterna and Arcana. So Arcana is a measure of rare enchantments, and that's something that we'd like, so that way we can enchant our diamond sword as soon as possible. Right now we are still technically using the iron sword, which is pretty good, but I would like something better. You know, we could keep farming those, or we could visit an ocean temple. Try our best. I have some prickler weed on me that we should be able to, in theory, convert into some things to help us breathe underwater, but I have tons of stuff in my inventory right now that I need to get rid of, and I need some cobblestone. Putting together what we have so far gives us a total of 18 prismarine bricks, so yes, we are in fact going to have to raid this ocean monument, which I am not looking forward to because guardians, ouch. You know what, actually I don't think I'm quite ready for a ocean temple yet, so I'm just going to go around and search for more prismarine that we can just find naturally generating in the world. So I have gone back to the mansion to get the bookshelves that we are going to need. This is the mansion that we already did in what, episode 2 or 3, I don't quite remember. And we have the perfect amount of prismarine, at least I hope we do, in order to make ourselves 15 sea shelves, I believe. So let's go ahead and pop into a crafting table right here. first, let's see, sea shelf is going to require, oh, we need puffer fish. Oh dear. I do not think I have puffer fish. I don't have puffer fish. I guess we're not supposed to kill things in the ocean, but oh dear. Guess I have to go do some more exploring. So I guess we're just going fishing now. I have enough diamonds that I have upgraded ourselves to diamond worms. We are using diamond worms to fish this time, so they're less likely to break and they catch more fish quickly. And after doing quite a bit of fishing, I got myself our first puffer fish. Now there's a really, really cool enchantment on this fishing rod called Angler's Bounty. And basically we get more per catch than usual. And we also got an antique box, which gave us a single piece of gold. So much fun. Well, I got this enchanting table set up after I basically made all of these, and let me tell you, this enchanting table is insane. So you know how I've been talking about the fact that I really, really, really need a diamond sword? Well, I decided let's take 3 of them and enchant them using this table and combine them together. Are you ready to see what we got? Soul Siphon, so basically more XP. Echo has a chance to damage mobs around us. Prospector, I forget what that does, but we can always search that up. Prospector, 5 more emeralds and gold. Leeching, basically stealing health. Vigilante does additional damage to pillagers. Knockback is basically in the vanilla game. Cavalier, I do extra damage when riding animals. And Soulbound, it stays with me whenever I die. So this thing is absolutely nuts. But we are not quite done, because if we take one of these and we pop it in here, you see we can get enchanted with Sea Infusion. And that actually makes it slightly better than this one. So you can see this one is plus 1.6 Eternum, plus 1.6 Arcana. This one is only plus 1.5. So we can take all these and then get even better enchantments. Something interesting I found is you can occasionally get Sea Infusion 2, which adds 0.1% to both Eterna and Arcana over Sea Infusion 1, and 0.2% over just regular Sea Shelf. So I'm just hoping to get all of them enchanted all the way up, so that way we can get even more going and even better enchantments. And with that, we are able to get 3 Sea Infusion 2 books and 9 more Sea Infusion 1. So let's go ahead and place these down real fast. Just to keep track of them, the ones right here are our Sea Infusion 2, and all the rest of these have Sea Infusion 1. Now I want to do an enchantment on camera just so we can see how absolutely incredible this is, but I'm going to need to get myself a little bit more XP first. So as of right now, I only have all iron armor plus this reinforced metal chestplate. And I was thinking, you know, it's about time that we get ourselves some actual armor. Like, it's really, really time that we get ourselves some actual diamond armor. I did this incorrectly. Shoot, I always do that. It's okay though. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a full set of diamond gear and see what our fancy new enchantment table can do. Because as you can see, this is enchanting up to level 48. So it has 24.3 out of 5, 50 for Eterna, which is its strength, 10% for Quanta, which is its flex, and 24.3% for Arcana, which is its quality. So let's go ahead and go through it and I'll show you what I get. So we've got our gear all enchanted up, and it feels so incredibly nice to be in all diamond armor. I feel so much better right now, but let's go ahead and go through what we got. So on our helmet, we have Cowardice and Swift-footed. You'll notice I have Strength 5, that's from the Cowardice. So long as I'm at full health, I do extra damage. And let me tell you, Strength 5 is a hell of a lot of damage. On our diamond chestplate, somehow we got Deflect twice. So this basically has a chance to deflect incoming projectiles. And the Cult version is basically magic dealers do less damage to me, but I also do less damage to when I use magic myself. Wild Rage, basically, if I hit an enemy, it has a chance to become hostile towards everything. Food Reserves, if I use a health potion, I have a random chance to get consumables. And Swift-footed, whenever I jump, I get a speed boost for a little bit. And then Leaf Walker, I can basically walk on leaves now and use them as scaffolding, I guess. If I understand this enchantment correctly, yeah. I can now walk on leaves. And I actually think this is considered a curse because I cannot remove it. It's in the curse lettering. So that's really interesting. Leaf Walker is considered a curse. But I may see what else I can get on some more diamond gear. Yeah, Leaf Walker is a curse. I may see what else I can get on some more diamond gear, so that way we can enchant this a little bit further, because I would like at least some form of protection. Fortunately, we do have lots of diamond gear from all the places that we have visited, so I'm going to disenchant this and then go ahead and re-enchant it, see what we are able to get and combine with our brand new armor. We've got our armor now fully enchanted up. I'm going to just hover over each of them. You can pause the video if you'd like to see what each of those does, but I am very excited now that we're fully enchanted. And actually, I would like to do more with enchantment today and get ourselves an enchantment building. And if we go ahead and look at our just enough items and go at apotheosis, you can see there's a lot of different shelves that you can have. You have C shelf, N shelf, B shelf, melon shelf. Both of these aren't that great. But you can also get a hell shelf, and it looks like they do basically the same thing. It's just different aesthetics. So I would like to create ourselves a little bit of an enchantment room. And I think we want to probably do that right over here because we've been working over at our farm quite a bit. And I would like to work over here by our starter house a little bit more, get some more of these fun little cottagecore buildings up in this area, and make this more of a place that's like home to us. I was just doing a little bit of tree chopping to build up our enchantment area just a little bit east of our house right over there, and you are not going to believe what I found literally out in the open. I've been looking for one of you. So now we can just easily teleport between places, and it's so incredibly useful. I am going to pick this up and I'm going to move it to the farm. So I was sticking with the cottagecore vibe when I designed this little dude based off of some inspiration found online. And this is where we're going to have our enchantment set up. And I know you're thinking that this building is probably too small, and that's because it definitely is. It is 3 blocks wide, but we can pop down into the basement. And this is actually where we are going to have the enchanting setup. We are going to have 5 total stations because there is a lot of different ways that you could do enchanting setups in this specific mod pack. So we're going to go ahead and set up this first one today. Dig this out, and this is going to be the sea enchantment style room. So if we pop down here, a couple changes have been made. We of course have our little thing that we can fall into. We also now have a bubble vader taking us upwards. I did find this soul sand in the overworld. Actually, if we look at the map, it was located, I believe, right over here. There are these little things, these little pods underwater, and they have drowned spawners in them. So I was able to get some more of the prismarine from this little area right here, and a piece of soul sand from this pod right here. And if we head into this room, you can kind of see the layout that we're going for. We're going to have this floating island, and then of course we're going to have lots of stuff below this. I have tons of kelp, so that way we can fully fill this up with water, at least until about there. We will be changing out the walls as well. But while we wait, we can actually, in fact, put in our enchantment table because we have it right here. So this is, of course, going to go right in the center. Bookshelves will go right here, and we're going to keep this spot open right there. And I think what we'll do is we're going to have a bit of lapis and stored in every single enchantment table, and a grindstone and an anvil out in the center area, just so that way we could use it based off of whatever enchantment table we are using that day. And I do really like how this looks. So I have completed this room, and there's a couple of real cool things in here. So if we turn around, we have, of course, our enchanting table right here, completely surrounded by these blocks, so that way we can get full enchanting from it. Eventually we will be placing some lapis in over here, as well as a grindstone and an anvil. But if we head down here, you can see we have some coral in here, we have some kelp, other decorations. We have a couple squid and a couple fish in here as well. And if you wonder why they're glowing, it's an enchantment on my helmet. I believe it's Scout. Yeah, if I take this off, we'll stop glowing. This way, it's actually really, really nice to find mobs that you're looking for that just kind of disappeared. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this area turned out. And next, we're going to do something that I am not excited for because I am terrible at this game, especially keeping myself alive. For this, we're going to want to make ourselves a couple of golden apples, because where we are going, health does not regenerate. And that's because now we are going to be heading into the Nether. And if you know anything about me, I am absolute garbage at PvE, PvP, you name it. And the Nether in this mod is extraordinarily difficult. So if I could place the portal blocks correctly, we may be able to go. And I'm probably going to die. And here we go. I am terrified, y'all. I am very, very scared to see what's on the other side. I should probably put some of the stuff in the chest first. You know what, actually, let's just go for it. Famous last words. Let's just go for it. The Nether is supposed to literally be hellish. And oh, well, this is a very easy Nether spawn, I guess. So we got the achievement We Need to Go Deeper, which is a vanilla Minecraft achievement. We got Incendium, which is explore the terrifying and rewarding Incendium Nether. Experience the blazing heat of infernal dunes and enter the purified dunes, homeland of the hovering inferno. No, thank you. I do not like this one bit, but really what we're here for. Oh, look at that map. Huh. Interesting. Really what we're here for is stuff to make the hell shelf. So if we go ahead and look at the recipe here, what we need is, some nether bricks, blaze rod, potion of regeneration. So we're going to need some blaze rods, and then we'll be able to get the health shelf. Fortunately, oh, nope, that's bad. That was a bad thing. No, thank you. Fortunately, we could just kind of hover above the lava. I would like to find a way to get up to the surface pretty easy, but with the smelting touch on this pickaxe, we actually get nether bricks directly from this. So my netherrack is actually a really good way for us to get the nether bricks that we're going to need for this. And I will try and find a way up to the surface. It looks like we have another really interesting biome coming up here. We have this biome right here and this biome right here. I'm very curious to find out what all of this is about, but I know for sure that I am not strong enough for the nether at all. Me and my poor, awful PvP skills would die in an instant. Oh, that ambiance, though. I have a feeling like we're going to break out into the open in any moment, and then I'm going to just instantly die because everything is going to kill me. Because honestly, we're not at the bottom of the nether. We are at Y71, so in theory, we could actually just break out into the world at any time now. Maybe a little bit. Maybe we'll break out into the world. I'm very curious. Okay, just because I'm curious, and I know you all are curious too, we are going to take a peek, and if I die, well, that's that. Oh, that's another thing, is you do not regenerate health in the nether, so if you want to regenerate health, you have to use effects like that. At least we have a good source of red sand. Oh, nope. This was a mistake. Yep, this is not great. Let's see. What is on... We literally just happened to dig up into a lava area. So maybe we'll try... Let's see. We head this way. Yeah, this looks like a good area. But I need to regenerate some health. Shoot, that was scary, y'all. You know what I'm gonna do? You're gonna go into my offhand, just in case we run into more lava. Oh, that's a blaze. See, this is very useful to see where those mobs are. Do I have... Yes, I do have a bow. Perfect. Oh, yep, there's a lava again. I do not know how we're going to get through that, because, here, let's see, let's look at the map. Oh, I dug right into lava. So maybe a spiral staircase, that would be best. This is also very spooky. Sand, lots and lots of sand. Oh, we might have our way up. We have our way up. Are you all ready to see this? Because I sure am not. We're going to gapple up one more time. This is my good sword. Yeah, this is my fighting sword, fighting everything sword. We're gonna go up, and I need blaze rods, but you are in the worst place possible. Why would you do this to me? But yeah, welcome to this new and updated nether. This is an awful area to be in. I will be completely honest. Goodbye, Blaze. Maybe. There we go. Yep, right into lava, unfortunately. It looks like we have... Yeah, this is quite the awful place to be, if I'm being completely honest. Oh no! My bow broke! Shoot. Yeah, no, we are leaving. We are going back down wherever our tunnel is. I may have to go review the video to see where our tunnel is because I cannot do this right now. Oh, it's gonna be right here. I think we have a couple blaze rods. Oh, we should be fine, right? We should be fine. Yeah, so it looks like our nether spawn wasn't the best, but at least, like, we did not have to worry. Oh, oh god, so I thought for a second that our portal had despawned for some reason. I was gonna be like, well, this is the end of it for me. This is how I die. But at least we know that when we come out of our nether portal, we are going to be safe, which I'm very incredibly grateful of. So apparently the nether is where you find the red geodes. So this is part of wormers. You can make some really neat armor out of these things. So I believe I found blue geodes in the overworld. Looks like you can find red geodes in the nether. So if we actually look it up. So yeah, you get blue geodes in the overworld, red geodes in the nether, and I guess purple geodes in the end. So that's where you can find all these things, and you can see all the cool armor that you can make out of it. Which actually looks like it does all right on the armor front, and you can make all sorts of cool weapons out of it, and you can make dragon armor too. So I'm doing a little bit more mining, and I've apparently entered the Hellfire Mantle, the chaotic extreme basalt deltas, which the basalt deltas are already terrifying enough, and enter a mutated nether biome. So that's why this looks so strange, I guess. I'm curious as to what it looks like on the surface. I dug all the way up to the nether ceiling because that would be the easiest way to travel, and eventually I'd like to unlock the nether roof. But let's see. I don't need torches. It looks like we are getting close, but I'm kind of scared of these. Honestly, this nether is a little bit more terrifying than I thought it would be, just because of how sheerly difficult it is to navigate, as demonstrated by this lovely thing right here that I almost just fell off of. Don't need the nether lava bucket. Let's see. Is it just extreme basalt deltas? Oh boy. Sometimes these trinkets drive me crazy. Yeah, it just looks like extreme basalt deltas. Its description is perfect. But honestly, this looks a little bit terrifying. Let's take a closer peek. Yeah, it's just really, really tall basalt delta, which the basalt deltas are difficult enough as is to navigate. But this, if you pardon the pun, looks hellish. A big, big drop down there. Yeah, this new nether, it sure is something else. Based off of my experience in there, we are going to have to wait a little bit to get ourselves some health shelves. At least here in the overworld, we can finally regen our health again and get a good night's sleep. We did get a lot of achievements there, and we got the Book of Enchanting, which basically allows us to enchant an enchantment table without any books required. But I do not know if I'm pretty sure it just counts as regular bookshelves. So won't exactly work perfectly with our C shelves down there, or it won't work with hell shelves or end shelves, melon shelves, or key shelves. So we will revisit the nether when we have some more materials in order to actually traverse it properly. And with that, we will be able to then build ourselves our hell shelf room, which is going to be similar in layout to our sea shelf room, except it's going to be nether themed, of course, with lava flows, netherrack, lots and lots of nether bricks, stuff like that. And that's going to go right over here in this room. I did have to cover this area up because this room ended up being much larger than I expected. However, we can of course always expand this hallway basically forever until we reach that ocean over there. And I do not think we are going to need to expand it that far, just to the sheer amount of bookshelves and ways to configure an enchanting table in this mod. We will not need to extend it much further than this. But that is unfortunately all I have time for today. If you all enjoyed this episode, please be sure to hit the like button. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. And if you'd like to support this work that I do, go ahead and visit my Patreon and you'll get this episodes an entire week early. But for now, I hope you all have a wonderful day and I hope to see you all in the next video. Goodbye!